Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another installment of the Falcongrafix Rookie Series presented by the Efrl Extreme Forces Racing League. We're live from Langley Speedway, 60 laps at this famed track. You guys have been setting down some pretty quick times. No surprise, we got Farron Elam currently on point with a 1566. Austin Green right behind him with a 1570. It'll be interesting to see how well these guys are able to hold those tires off and be there at the end. While these guys are finishing up practice, we're going to go ahead and go over our point standings coming into tonight. Leading the charge, that number 17 machine, Dean Qualley, 321 points. Behind him, we got Brandon Bowmaker with 305. In third place, Austin Green with 292. Fourth place, Bobby Green, Austin's dad, with 279. Only 1 point behind him, we got TJ Brenier with 278. AJ Coppola currently sitting in sixth with a 237. Farron Elam with a 226 in 7th place. Donnie Bartlett in 8th. Josh Yandow in 9th. Matt Moreau rounding out our top 10. In 11th, we got Michael Sparks. In 12th, we got Mr. Ryan Fry. In 12th, we got Greg Froenick. And in 14th, Mr. DC Smith. Currently, kind of a cooler track tonight than what we've had run the last couple weeks. Only 85 degrees temperature tonight for this track. 0.36 miles. Very short track. It is wide. You got to be careful coming out of the corners not to get loose. We've seen a couple guys do that in practice already. These guys are going to put on a great show. You see Donnie Bartlett running down there on that apron. Joining me in a little bit here up in the booth is going to be Mr. Dean Demmer, our Advanced Series points leader. We'll be joining him live here in just a little bit. Looks like Brandon Bowmaker making the field tonight. That number 82 has been pretty solid the last couple weeks. If you are new to the channel, please give a like and a subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube and want to give us a shout out or chat with us, you do have to subscribe to chat. Come in tonight, cheer on your favorite driver. We're happy to have you. These guys love to see you guys cheering them on. Matt Moreau making it onto the track now from that number 38 machine. We haven't seen Matt in a couple weeks. After tonight, we do only have 4 races left for our inaugural rookie season of the Falcongrafix late models. Next week, actually we're off next week due to the holiday, then we return to action September 12th at Five Flags Speedway. Another very short track. Great racing action. These guys will be banging doors all night at that track as well. Thank you for the like, really appreciate it. We got Donnie's brother John watching us. at the end of this season, we are going to run another shorter season to round out the end of the year. So if you are looking for a place to race, contact myself, Mick Olafson, or Dean Qualley on Facebook. We can get you signed up, and you can come out here and give us a go. Now, joining me up in the booth, we got Dean Demmer.
How's it going tonight?
Doing great, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, well, doing well. I'm excited to see some racing here tonight.
Me too. I love this track. This is probably one of the funnest tracks I've raced on.
It's flat.
It is very flat.
I don't think there's a degree of banking at this place, so it's definitely tough to figure out.
Donnie Bartlett, one of the drivers first on the scene. He's laying down a 16:02 for his first lap. Improves a little bit for a 15:96.
We saw some really fast times in practice for these guys. It's just ridiculous.
I was talking to the drivers, and it looks like the setup that they have will come with about 90 laps of fuel, so they won't need to pit at all.
Wow.
That means for the advanced series, you guys are just going to have a really quick short pit.
We'll see. Something tells me we're going to have some cautions here tonight. With just how tight and how short it is. It could be easy to get stacked up behind people.
Oh, definitely. Fairney Elam jumps to the top of the charts with a 15:68.
Pretty much matching his practice time there, off by a couple hundredths, but that's almost nothing.
AJ Coppola in that number 54 machine lays down a 15:82, puts him at P2 currently.
Looks like Austin Green's rolling out now for his lap.
Austin was very fast in practice.
Shocker.
He's been very fast. He just hasn't had the finishes he's looking for yet.
Yeah, I know he had made that mistake at USA and with the shift, and then he just had bad luck. Just not go his way, restarts. So if he get himself out front, I think he's gonna stay there.
Austin's first lap is a 15:90.
Third as of now with an 87.
Slightly slower than the times he was running in practice.
Yeah, it's about a tenth and a half off from his practice lap.
Got Dean Qualley entering the track, warming up those tires down the back straightaway.
Mick, the thing about that is, though, like, you wouldn't think it's an advantage, but you really do. Even if it's a couple degrees you put in the tires, it's a big difference, especially when it comes to hot lapping on if you want your first lap to be your hot lap. It's cool that iRacing simulates tire heat even in that short amount of time.
Yeah, I really like what iRacing has done with the sim over the years. I started playing iRacing in its infancy, where all they had was oval cars, well, a couple oval cars, and only very small short tracks, no NASCAR stuff.
iRacing has gotten massive over the last at least 6 years. I mean, just the content they've been putting out and the efforts they've been putting forth to just making this the best sim on the market, which I think they have a good arguing point there.
Definitely. And I did see they just announced they're coming out with a new car shortly here, the 1987 Pontiac.
Yeah, I saw a picture of that, and it looks sweet. I like that they're still coming out with cars like that. Cars, they don't race in real life anymore, but uh, through the world of simulation, we are able to experience that.
Yes, sir. All right, these guys are gridding up. Would you like to go over our starting lineup?
Certainly. So on pole tonight, I think we're wearing out his name, Fair Nealem. Outside of him, great qualifying effort by AJ Coppola in the 54. P3, Austin Green. Starting in 4th place is Brandon Bowmaker. 5th place is Donnie Bartlett. 6th place is that 17 machine of Dean Qualley. Starting in 7th is Matt Morale. And I think Matt Cochran's race control, and Bobby Green is going to round out the field, and it's going to be 8th place.
Awesome.
I'm ready. I'm ready to see some action, Mick.
Me too. As long as it happens after turn 1.
These rookie races have been really, really competitive, and it's fun to watch these guys go at it. So, we'll see if anyone can beat Farron tonight. Austin Green has a chance. I don't know. Dean Qualley's been fast in these races. Not his strongest qualifying effort tonight, but I was talking to my team owner there, AJ, or one of them. And I was like, qualifying almost doesn't matter in these because just how things can fall into your favor during the race, and just strategy and tire wear and how you race. And I'm more of a driver personally that once I get in the race, I start figuring out how to go fast. It's hard to practice by yourself.
Definitely.
But they're rolling off.
On YouTube, Drew Trader says, wait till the oval refresh could throw a wrench in how we all drive. I haven't heard anything about an oval refresh. Could make things very interesting. Lights are off on the pace car. We're gonna go green next time by.
Gonna be a fight for the bottom right around that yellow rumble strip all race. If you go lower than that, your car's gonna get really upset. But if you overdrive and get up a lane, yeah, people are gonna take advantage of you. So you got to hit that line perfectly every lap.
Yeah, but that's something we've seen. That outside car, if they don't get a good jump and are able to get down, they get hung out to dry quick.
Green flag. AJ with a great start on the outside. He had a chance to get down there. I don't think he wanted to risk it quite yet.
Yeah, we see that 15 running down there below that yellow line. I don't know if I would do that very long.
To a certain extent, it helps the car rotate, but there's also a fine line of, like you see right there. Oh, who was that? Donnie Bartley got really squirrely on the bottom over the rumble strips.
Donnie Bartlett's had a couple good runs here so far this season too. I do believe he's sitting 3rd or 4th in the points.
He's been very consistent this season. It's been fun to watch him race. Looks like AJ had some issues on that start. I mean, he just got stuck on the outside. He's all the way back in 6th place right now.
Yeah, I'd almost rather qualify 3rd and start on the inside.
Dean Quali's up to 4th from his 6th place starting spot.
Nice move for Dean there.
He was able to take advantage of AJ's misfortune there, and I think he got around Brandon on the start. So, time to settle in and see what you got in the long run here.
You can hear these guys banging off that rev limiter at the end of the straightaway.
Oh, especially going into turn 1, you're on the chip all the way, almost to where the green cone is on it, where you come out of pit. So it's definitely a long time you can be on the chip. They sound so good on the chip, though.
Yes, they do.
I love these cars. They're so awesome.
Talking with Dean, well, it definitely sounds like they're going to be sticking around for the next season.
I really like the racing these cars put on. I had some doubts at the beginning of the season where we decided to race these and not the super late model or a different short track car. So, but I mean, I take back everything I've said about them. Anything negative, I mean, these cars are fun to drive. They're fun to race, and they're certainly fun to watch.
They're super fun, although for my all-time favorite car, it's still got to be the Whelen Modified.
We need a modified night. That would be fun.
I just love how those things look and how they drive are so fun. You can be so aggressive with them because they've got those big wide tires on them.
I got into the modified stuff for a while there. I was able to pick up a couple runs at Richmond and USA and a couple other tracks, and yeah, they're just so much grip, so much fun to drive. Phoenix, another one they're good at.
Looks like the field's getting pretty spread out. Everybody's just kind of being smooth and consistent right now. And we're almost 20 laps into this already.
First place isn't getting too far out. Austin Green's able to hang with Farron right now. I think he's actually gained a couple car lengths in the last few laps, but it's hard to tell because lap times are so similar.
Wow, yeah, these guys are way spread out. All half of the track right now, between first and eighth.
Maybe we'll get some lap traffic action here in another 15-20 laps.
That'll add some degree of difficulty.
It definitely made spicy race or the race before last.
Oh yeah, TJ Bernier, he made it real interesting.
Whether TJ's in a car or in the booth, he always makes something interesting. Just impressive how smooth these drivers are.
Very smooth. Those top four cars are running almost identical lines.
And identical times as well. They're all floating around the high 15.9s and low 16s. I mean, they're all right there. $16.01 in the leader, $16.09 in second, $16.04, and then Dean was faster than all those three cars with a $15.98 that last time by.
You gotta watch out for Dean. He's one of those guys that you don't think about him all race, and then right there at the end, he's in your face.
He's just quiet. He's able to conserve his race car and be there when it counts when these guys race really hard and burn their stuff up.
Yep, exactly.
We got a caution.
Oh, what happened?
It's like the 38 spun out. Or got some help. Looks like he got some help.
Alright, we'll jump back to that and see what happened here. Oh, yeah, he definitely got some help. Bobby got all up in that back bumper.
Yeah, it was kind of an unspoken battle there for a handful of laps or so, and I don't really know if Bobby just misjudged the gap and got into him, which is easy to do. I don't think Bobby would intentionally wreck Matt for last place essentially. So, but yeah, definitely it's gonna shake some things up here.
Yeah, I'm guessing Bobby just expected him to go in a little bit deeper than he did.
And even though he was about a car length and a half off, it's still hard to judge because the front of these cars are so low, and then in the driver's seat, that all you see is that rear bumper. It's massive. So, and if you miss your braking point because you're looking at the rear bumper, that's easy to do.
Yeah, I did that, was it not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before that with the UMP Modified. I got into the back of the 95 machine of Devin Smith because I hadn't raced in a while, and I kind of forgot how far out there those noses stick on those UMP Modifieds.
Yeah, there's a few cars on the service that you gotta really know where your nose is, because where you're sitting, it's like 3 feet ahead of you that you can't be, or you'll be wrecking somebody.
Yep, exactly. Well, so Bobby Green's going to get the EOL for that one. He'll be starting in the back. These guys are doubling back up. We're going to go green next time by. And we are halfway, just like that.
That didn't take long at all.
No, I think this is, what is it, 0.38 of a mile? She's a short track. It'll be interesting to see when we get the advanced guys, because we have about 10 more guys than we have in here. It'll be a track full of cars.
And they're back going.
Austin Green trying to battle back on that high side. Looks like he's going to be able to fall in line now. Donnie Bartlett giving him space.
He got lucky there on the outside. The loser on that restart was Dean. He lost a position.
Oh yeah, he went back to 5th. Bowmaker was able to make the pass on him.
It is such a disadvantage to start on the outside. It really stinks because you work so hard to get that track position and you get stuck with a caution like that. But what do they say, Mick? That's just racing?
That's just racing. We're lucky they didn't go by the other one, caution breed cautions. We didn't get those, so we're good yet. Bowmaker looking to close that gap on Donnie Bartlett. Looks like Bowmaker's able to drive it in just a little bit deeper.
I've gotten on board with a couple of these guys, and you can definitely tell different driving styles, like where they're lifting for the corner, where they're getting back into the gas, how much throttle they're using. You can kind of just hear everything they're doing.
Look like Donnie Bartlett might have got a little piece of the wall there. Yeah, right on board with the 21 machine right now. You can hear him kind of burping the throttle a little bit as he gets back on it. The front two cars are back to about the same gap they had before the caution came out. We got 18 laps to go.
That's crazy. And Farron stretching it back out just a little bit.
Bowmaker making a move underneath the 21 machine of Bartlett. He completes the pass as they come out of turn number 2.
Good pass. Bowmaker got there really quick, and I think Donnie just had to let him have it. I mean, he just got to his inside so quickly, he had no time to defend that.
Yep. I don't see if Bowmaker's able to catch that 15 of green.
Bowmaker, he's a winner this season. He knows how to get it done.
Yes, he does. Only about 13 laps left, though. I don't know if he's got enough time.
He's about a tenth faster than Austin Green in front of him. See what he is this time by. Nope. They're back to a tenth slower, so it's just a game of cat and mouse. Oh, Dean Quali underneath the 21. Made that pass.
Yeah, that'll move Quali back up into 4th. Every position Bowmaker finishes in front of Quali, that's going to get him closer to that top spot in the points. Dean made a comment earlier on our Facebook broadcast saying this is going to be a long race. I don't know, it's going by pretty quick.
In the driver's seat, it is long because you have no break between corners. You're essentially turning left the entire time. But yes, it's definitely over before you know it. It doesn't feel like it goes fast, but you look down at your ticker and you've done 40 laps or 50 laps. So
Fair
looks
Neelam
like
in that number 1. Looks like he's going to be uncontested unless something happens.
yeah, but Brandon's underneath the 15 now. Made the pass.
Very clean. Austin gets back to his bumper. Nothing for him coming out of the corner, though.
Brandon is flying.
Identical time to the leader that time by.
Just not enough time. 3 laps to go. Brandon actually a little quicker that time by.
We're going to get the 1 to go next time by.
White flag. Farron is out front, and he has no competition.
Farron's going to bring home the win. Bowmaker in second, Austin Green third, Dean Qualley in fourth, Donnie Bartlett rounds out our top 5. Very quick race, 1 caution. We'll give these boys just a minute and we'll do some interviews.
I'll be honest, I expected a lot more cautions, but these guys did a really good job keeping it clean.
Hopefully the Advanced Series goes that smooth.
You and I both.
Have you ran down any practice laps here yet?
Yeah, I ran. I did probably about 20 minutes or so of practice. But the advantage of broadcasting is I learned a couple things that I can now apply to my run here. So
There you go.
see what I can do. Langley has never been a strong track for me, so if I can get top 5 here tonight, I think I'll be pretty happy.
I think at this track that would be a good accomplishment, especially with the competition you guys got tonight.
No, it's insane. I don't think I've driven so hard on this sim in my life until I got into this league. It's really competitive.
So Donnie Bartlett just let me know that his right front was at 36% at the end of that.
Man, cooking them off.
All right, we're going to go ahead and pull Austin Green up here.
Let's do it.
All right, finishing third tonight, we got the driver of that number 15 car, Austin Green.
Hey, Mick, how's it going?
Pretty good, bud. How you doing tonight?
Oh, doing all right. That was a fun race.
1 caution, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, pretty clean. I think the field stayed together for the most part. It was a fun run.
Looked like Bowmaker was able to get by in those last couple laps. He just able to save his tires better than you did, or?
Yeah, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get by Farron running the same line as him, so I spent the last 10, 15 laps trying to move around and find some speed and just burnt my right front off.
Yeah, you're definitely quick all night. We were talking pre-race about just how you've been unlucky with on restarts and stuff happening. So I bet bringing P3 tonight feels pretty good.
Yeah, good race. Had good restarts and pretty clean, so I'm happy with it.
Awesome, bud. Good finish. Brandon will gain a little bit on Dean Qualley in the points, but you'll gain a little bit on Dean as well, but not much. I think you're sitting P3 right now.
Awesome.
But anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, we'll give a shout out to Falcongrafix tonight. I think that car looked pretty good out there.
Definitely easy to spot on the track.
Thank you.
All right, bud, you have a good one. We'll see you later.
Thanks. See you guys.
Finishing second tonight, we got the number 82 machine of Brandon Bowmaker.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing pretty good, bud. Did you wait later in the race to start your run, or was that just as much as you had?
No, that was pretty much all I had. I only got up to second because Donnie and I'm not sure who it was in second, Green, I think, slipped up and gave me a chance to get underneath them.
It looked like you were coming pretty quick those last 10 laps or so. You were able to make quick work of Austin Green there and Donnie Bartlett. So good run, and we were wanting to see about 20 more laps to see if you could get to fair in there. But overall, good run and good race.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Farron, man, he's pretty fast. I'm not sure if I had 20 if I would have just burned the tires off or made it to him, but I kind of saved some tire at the end, and I had a little bit. And like I said, the two in front of me were slipping up some, so getting down on that apron helped a little bit too. It gets a little slick, but helps you rotate. So
Yeah, your lap times were actually about half a tenth or so quicker than Farron those last handful of laps. So that's why we were wanting to see more laps for you.
yeah, that could have been fun. I'm happy with the podium though; it keeps my streak going.
No doubt, you're up front every week, and it's fun to watch your race.
Yeah, thank you. I have a lot of fun doing it.
That'll bring you just a little bit closer to Dean Qualley, the points leader currently too. I think he finished fourth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be nice to get up there with him.
We're off next week, and then after that, we're at Five Flag Speedway. That's going to be another very short track. That should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be.
All right, bud. Who'd you like to give a shout out to tonight?
Broadcast guys. You guys always do good. I like going back and watching the replay. And the racers on the track, they kept it nice and clean. Dean for putting it on. Some for my paint scheme.
Awesome. That's a good-looking car you got there.
Thank you. I'll let him know.
All right. You have a wonderful night, Brandon.
You too. Thank you.
All right. The man of the hour, Mr. Farron Elam Jr.
How's it going?
Pretty good, bud. How you doing tonight?
Doing okay. That was a pretty fun race. First time I've ever been here, so it was definitely cool to get out there and be able to go 1 to 16 lead every lap.
Yeah, for your first time here, you definitely laid down some quick times.
Yeah, I didn't put a ton of practice in. Before the race, I got into the session and ran a couple qualifying runs, and then made a little short 15-lap run, and really from there didn't do a ton of practice because I was busy doing some other stuff. But kind of a shame that we ain't going to be in contention for the title because I missed a race or two this year. So I'm 95 points back coming into this week. So it is a shame that no matter how many times I win the rest of the year that it's not going to matter. But Dean and Brandon both have had a really good year consistency-wise, and definitely look forward to seeing that battle between them two. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying to get trophies.
Towards the end of that run, were your tires starting to fade? It looked like the 82 was able to make up a little bit of ground on you, but we weren't sure if you were saving or if you were holding off just a little bit.
I mean, I wasn't really pushing that last 10 laps. I mean, I was pushing here and there, but I mean, I think my right front was at 63, 67, so I still had some right front to give, and I probably could have turned the pace up. That restart there, I thought the 15 was going to tag me in the rear end, not anything intentional, but I was trying to kind of back the corners up a little bit to not eat up the tires, and he almost ran into me a couple times, but I really appreciate him not running in there and running me over because that would have definitely sold a good night.
Yeah, definitely. Only one caution tonight on a short track like this. That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I really thought they on the initial start was going to have a quick one, and then maybe that restart I thought was going to have a quick one there. Just somebody getting in there a little too hard and kind of either sliding the right front on the brakes, trying to keep off somebody and tagging somebody, or what happened with the 59, and just kind of get a better run to the center of the corner than somebody else does, and kind of lift the rear tires and spin them. But a great race, pretty clean from my perspective. Obviously, I can't see what happened all in the back, but definitely cool to get a win tonight. About 2 weeks ago, lost a really good friend of mine to a illness that he had been battling for a while. And last week on Monday, I carried his name on top of the door, and he was a huge Gordon fan, which is why I ran this car tonight. So it's definitely cool to get that win for him. Last Monday, I definitely kind of shamed to watch us win. But everybody who puts up with me having to complain about not running good on Mondays, my fiance and all my friends that tune in every week. So definitely cool to get back in victory lane. Definitely cool to get back in victory lane. And hopefully one of these days we can do it on Monday. I feel like we're getting there. It's just we got to stop making some mistakes. We make so many tiny mistakes it takes out of contention before we even have a chance. And I got to get faster because I'm clearly nowhere near a lot of those guys. But we'll get there hopefully.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Does anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's my fiance, my friend Brandon, who I'm sure y'all saw join the session. He's my new spotter, so he's enjoying some success. Unfortunately, not so much on Mondays, but all of them. You know, my fiance has to hear me complain a lot, so he puts up with a lot of it. They all put up with a lot of it, honestly.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations. We'll see you back next week, or not next week, the week after.
We're off in Tweet. Okay, I will be there. Definitely look forward to the Snowball Derby.
All right, bud. You have a good night.
You too.
All right, Dean. Well, it looks like that's going to be it for us tonight. Now we get to saddle up and watch you lay down some quick times in the Advanced Series.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I mean, if this field is as competitive as the Advance is going to be, it's going to be a tough race, especially, you know, even if the top five's got equal times, it's going to be nearly impossible to pass because there's just no opportunity to. So, yeah, we'll see what the Advanced Series brings, and hopefully I'm talking to you after that one too.
All right, bud. Well, you have a wonderful night and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's going to do it for me and Dean Demmer at the Falcongrafix Rookie Series. Join us back here in just about 10 to 15 minutes for the Elite Entertainment